Spinning.
Good morning, everybody. Good morning. Hello.
Good morning. It's Friday.
You guys, we were reminiscing about the service merchandise catalog. You guys remember those?
Remember?
Or are we aging ourselves? Do you remember?
I mean, do you remember that?
Do you remember being a kid?
Catalogs in general?
Oh my God. I remember being a kid and getting like the Sears and JCPenney catalog and like marking all the stuff you wanted for Christmas. Do you remember?
Oh, yeah.
Oh my God.
I took a red pen, man, and I circled all the
Me
things.
too.
And most of it was just dreaming,
Right.
Like I didn't get half the crap that I wanted ever. But
Oh my God. The Barbie townhouse, like the ultimate Barbie
I did
townhouse.
get that one year.
I did too.
Oh, man,
with the elevator that you pulled with the string. Yes. Thanks, Mom. Thanks, Mom.
It was the greatest thing ever, you guys.
Totally.
Do you remember?
Yeah. Service merchandise. Oh my God.
You guys, I know I told you this earlier this week. I was like, I think Genucel is going to show up in the chat today. And then I found out that I was wrong. And that
she was drunk.
Today.
She was just drunk, you guys. It was
morning.
It was day drinking. Yeah.
But they are supposed to show up in today's chat, and they should be here under Genucel. I hope that we see them because they do want to be available to answer any questions that you have about their amazing products. And right now, their most popular package is 70% off. And on top of that, they throw in the hyaluronic acid correcting serum for absolutely free. Shipping is always free. This is for a limited time. And you can find out all the details. Check out what's in the amazing skincare package at genucel.com/checks. So I'm hoping very, very much that they're here. If you guys see them, make sure to say hi and just tell them thank you for sponsoring our meet and greet. They were fantastic sponsors, giving everybody free samples. They are awesome, and we hope that you check them out.
Yes.
All right? All right.
And make sure you check out our website too, chicksontheright.com. Mock is like so anal retentive. She gets here so early into our little chat in the morning. She's already picked like all of the things she wants to write about like at 4 a.m. And she's like, I'm already writing about this, and I'm writing about that, and I'm writing about that. And I'm like, oh my God, calm down. Okay. I had one cup of coffee. I'm like, just calm down. This is the thing. She's like the Energizer Bunny.
Well, because neither of us slept last night for various reasons. I was too hot. My thermostat is all out of whack. And so I was just up early and like,
right.
I just got
I barely sleep ever. So yeah, 4 hours last night.
Brian, thank you for the super sticker. Brian has a joke.
Oh, you do? What's the joke?
Do you know what an apocalypse is?
What?
If not, it's okay. It's not the end of the world.
That was good. That was like a mock joke.
That's what he said. That's what he called it. Thank you so much for that. That was a perfect Friday joke.
I love it. Did he really call it a mock joke?
He said it's a mock joke. Yeah.
Okay. I thought that's so funny because I didn't read it. I like read your mind. It's like a mock joke. Huh.
I see Genucel.
Hi, Genucel. Hello. Good morning. Hope you have your coffee. It's crazy in here.
I will kick off the question because I do have a question for Genucel, and maybe they can answer. Oh. Here is the thing. I have a problem with you, Genucel, and I'm going to tell you what it is. I have tried so many of their products now that I love everything so much that now I need help figuring out an actual routine because there are so many amazing things for your face that, I feel like I can't use everything every day. You know what I mean? Like, right. I don't know what the order is to use. I don't know what I should use in the morning versus the night. I don't know if I should like do one day of this and then one day of that. That would be a really, really helpful question.
Is there like
everything is so good?
Is there like a concierge person you can talk to, like a therapist, like a skin therapist that she can talk to say, listen, this is what my skin's like. Can you help me get a program? Is that what you're asking? Yeah.
I mean, that would be, because their stuff is too hard to choose from is the problem. Right. It's all so good. In so
I layer a lot of things. Yeah.
I mean, I know that's the thing. You have to, right? Because there's
Right.
the serums, there's the moisture. Anyway,
Right.
that would be my question.
Helpful.
We do need to get to some news because I know the guys in here are like, I don't care. Well, what you don't
Shut
realize
up.
is that Genucel is for men too, and you're
Yeah.
missing out.
We have to look at your faces. Come on, dudes. Yeah.
Anyway, once again today, Judy, I do have a reason for my name. My name today, Maxine Waters, because Joe Biden apparently was in, where's she from? California? I think she's in California.
Maxine?
Because he was at a thing where she was there, and so he was saying hi to her. And then he said a thing that I'm going to play for you. He was talking about inflation. Now, as you probably heard yesterday, inflation is really, really bad. It's not getting any better despite the Inflation Recovery Act, which of course we all knew is a big scam, and it's nothing except for climate change BS.
Doesn't recover anything at all. It doesn't
recover anything.
No.
But the way that part of his kickoff remarks was to acknowledge the fact that Maxine Waters was there. And here's what he said about her.
Maxine Waters. Whatever Maxine says, I agree with.
Oh my God.
So there you go. There you have it.
Yeah. So when she was saying stuff like you need to get in people's faces and make them super uncomfortable and basically like assault them in the streets, he agrees with that. So then again, right. So there again, he's a liar again. Because when he had that red background and he looked like a dictator and he was like, violence is never okay in political discourse in America. So another lie. There's another lie from him.
So many lies. And now, of course, the election is drawing nearer, and it's bad news for Democrats that inflation continues to be a huge, 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 huge problem. It's not getting any better. In fact, it is only getting worse. So now, of course, they got to hurry up and come up with some new spin. And so the new spin about inflation is this.
But not a single penny. No, I mean it, not a single penny. Republican wins, inflation is going to get worse.
My God.
That's simple.
I just cannot with this. Seriously, it's going to get worse. This is how they're spinning it now.
I can't, you guys. It's going to get worse. How much worse can it get?
It can't get any worse. And we're going to do the things that reverse course, right? Because we're going to make ourselves energy independent. I mean, all of the things, and we're not going to spend like these people spend like drunk sorority girls with daddy's credit card. This is what Democrats do. We don't do that. Conservatives don't do that. We understand that that's not okay. And then it spins us into a recession, into chronic inflation. God, he's an idiot.
It's so bad. And what's really bad, I mean, and it'll probably work. This new narrative that, oh my gosh, the GOP is going to make inflation so much worse. I'm sure it's going to work for the idiots, right? Because we know that we are surrounded by idiots. But I think it's important for the GOP. Hopefully, the right people are listening and paying attention to this narrative, and they have a response. Because remember, inflation when Biden took office was like nothing. Like everything was great. And so for him to say that the GOP is going to make it worse when he has actually increased it higher than it's been in 40 years is just laughable. But it's not just him. We've got his entire administration. I've got a little montage for you to remind everyone that these are the economic experts that we're supposed to be listening to. Here's what they have said since time began.
I really doubt that we're going to see an inflationary cycle.
Most economic analysts believe that it will have a temporary or transitory impact.
The faster than expected increase in some of those prices is actually a good sign.
The overwhelming consensus is going to pop up a little bit and then go back down.
Oh my God.
No one's talking about this great,
I'm whispering.
That will settle down.
Transitory.
And the data shows that most of the price increases we've seen were expected and are expected to be temporary. There's nobody suggesting there's unchecked inflation on the way. It's highly unlikely that's going to be long-term inflation that's going to get out of hand. I don't know anybody who's worried about inflation.
Over the last couple of months, we actually saw it trended downward.
President Biden's chief of staff, Ron Klain, enthusiastically retweeted an economist who had said in part most of the economic problems we're facing, inflation, supply chains, et cetera, are high-class problems.
What is the Granholm plan to increase oil production in America?
Oh my God. The smugness.
Hilarious.
Well, the number one thing that the president can do is help get COVID under control. That we know is the root cause of inflation.
President Biden this afternoon saying he thinks we're at the peak of the crisis right now and that lower prices are on the way.
The inflation has everything to do with the supply chain. Make no mistake, inflation is largely the fault of Putin. I'm going to do everything I can to minimize Putin's price hike here at home.
If you want to get rid of inflation, the only way to do it is to undo a lot of the Trump tax cuts.
I think ever since you've come into office, things are really looking up. You know, gas is up, rent is up, food is up, everything.
These are the people that we're supposed to trust about the economy.
Mm-hmm. Okay. And now they're saying that it's going to get worse if our people get into office.
Right.
Okay. All right.
God.
Yeah. All the people that they blame. Now that ad, what you just showed, that montage that you showed us. Okay. So I don't know who did it. I hope it was I hope it was the RNC, and I hope that they take that and they play it in places, because we're seeing it here, right, on this broadcast, but I've never seen that before. So that's the kind of crap that I wish that the Republican Party would be broadcasting everywhere. That's what they need to show everywhere, and they don't. And it drives me crazy that they don't, because it's like, I'll see that once, I'll never see it again, ever.
Well, if you are watching, then make sure you should be sharing this video right now.
Right.
Share it right now, and like make sure that more people see all of the things, because we'll show it.
Right. I know we will, but but I mean, seriously, am I wrong? I mean, we see this stuff on social media, and we mentioned that yesterday, and then it just sort of fizzles, because I mean, my God, you cannot dispute that. You can't. If you're a liberal looking at that, you cannot look at that and be like, but I mean, we're awesome. We're doing a great. No, you're not. You suck. You suck so hard. You suck all the monkey balls. You suck.
Well, it's funny that you're saying that they can't deny it, because that's exactly what they went and did yesterday when confronted with the latest numbers, which of course were absolutely terrible and higher than anticipated, right? Like everybody was like, oh, shocker. No, normal people were like, well, nothing they do works. So of course it's going to get worse before it gets any better. So I've got a couple videos. One, I don't know this woman's name. She is a spokesperson who was speaking out on behalf of the White House, answering a question about these new numbers, and she tries to say, you guys, that the good news about yesterday's numbers, I'm not making this up, the good news
my God,
is that wages are down.
Okay. Well, okay. The good news, listen, the good news is that you have cancer. It's the good news, you guys.
I mean, what? I listen, I'll play it for you in case you don't believe me. Here it is.
Economist, where do you find assurance that inflation is not becoming entrenched in this economy? I mean, what in these numbers might indicate it's not entrenched? Because it sure looks that way right at the moment.
Well, I don't have a crystal ball, but what I would take some comfort in, if that's what we're going to call it, is the fact that if we look at hourly wages, they actually tick down. So that suggests that we're not going to see.
It's like, we're going to hire you, but we're going to pay you like $30,000 less than your previous job. Aren't you?
I mean,
that's so great. But what is even happening? Like,
I don't know. I was like, what? Okay, that's great. Like, how do you say that? I don't. And this is the thing, you guys, we have to be realistic that even say that the GOP wins back both houses. I mean, that would be amazing. I don't know if that's going to happen, but let's just say for a second that it does. The problem is then that it becomes a GOP problem immediately, right? Immediately people are going to expect, well, we voted you in, do something. And we know that the only way to bring down inflation is through pain. Pain is going to be coming, not just pain of pricing, because we already all feel that, but the only way to combat it is for a recession to actually kick in full swing, for people to lose their jobs, and for demand to go down.
Right.
That's what is going to ultimately bring pricing back down. So we're all going to have to go through pain, and we're going to be doing that quite likely under Republican leadership, which makes everything super hard for Republicans. They have the harder story to tell then.
We've always had the harder story.
I know.
Tell. We wrote about this in our book. We're the broccoli party. They're the ice cream party, y'all. Because we're going to give you free shit, and we're going to give you ice cream, and we're going to make you not have to work. And then we're the broccoli party. We're going to give you what's good for you. You have to go to work, and you actually have to be personally responsible and have. I mean, this is who we are as a people. We're the personal responsibility party. A lot of people don't like that. A lot of people want free crap handed to them. They feel entitled to stuff, and they want other people's hard work given to them. That's what they want. That's who liberals are now. They're socialists. That's what they are. And so they're the ice cream party. We're the broccoli party. It's a harder sell, man. I mean, it's so much harder to sell that to people. When you say you got to work for what you have, you got to get off your butt and you got to work. And that's who we are. And every day, I mean, that's becoming harder and harder and harder to sell to people because people don't want to get up and do things. They don't want broccoli. I mean, I don't like broccoli sometimes. I'd much rather have the ice cream sometimes, but broccoli is better for you.
It is better for you. And what's really, really good for you, by the way, is steak.
Oh, yes, it is.
You guys, the other day, and steak is great, but also Omaha Steaks, they are not only famous for their steaks, but their other meats as well. So the other night I made chicken in the crock pot. Crock pot is my favorite thing ever. And because Omaha Steak, their chicken breasts are so yummy, I threw them in the crock pot. I did a bunch of seasoning and I had them simmering all day. But then I had, for the first time, I had not had these before. Have you had the au gratin potato balls from Omaha Steaks?
I have not had those. Are they amazing? I haven't had this. I haven't
It's
had
a ball. It's like a fried ball. And
you guys know we love balls. You know how much we love balls.
It's a fried ball. You put it in the oven for a half an hour, and then like it still stays in a little fried ball. But then when you go to cut into it,
it expands.
It just opens up, and it's like au gratin potato goodness. Oh my
God. Now I'm hungry. I want it for breakfast.
And I thought there's scallop potato, the scallop potato flowers.
Okay, those I've had those, but those balls
are amazing.
I haven't had the balls. I don't know.
You need
why
to have the balls.
They should be sending us balls if they know who we are.
This was my first time trying the balls, and they were so good.
The meatballs I have all the time because balls, but I was unaware of these potato balls.
You should have meatballs and potato balls. Like you should
be overload of balls. I feel like I can handle it though.
Well, now it's a great time to try it, you guys, because it's 50% off of everything site-wide at omahasteaks.com. It's their semi-annual sale, omahasteaks.com, and you get an extra $30 off when you use code CHICKS at checkout. So get yourself some balls, whether they're meaty or potatoey. Yeah. Try it now, omahasteaks.com.
And you guys check out all of our socials, chicksontheright.com/links. It's pink.
Links.
Go there, get all of our links, chicksontheright.com/links. Go there, check out all of our socials, all of our things. That's where all chicks things rest and hang out. Go there.
Thank you, Janine. Janine just sent us a super sticker. Thank you very, very much for that. For some reason, everything I had on my screen blanked out a few minutes ago. So I'm hoping that these videos still work because for me, they're blanked out. So I'm just going to try to load one really quickly. This should be Brian Deese, that little weaselly spokesperson from the White House.
Yeah,
you know, his like mealy little.
He's very mealy. Hashtag mealy. Yes. Mm-hmm.
So he's being not badgered, because the reporter is doing an absolutely fine job, but he's being questioned really, really hard about the news that broke yesterday about Saudi Arabia announcing, hey, Biden asked us to not make the announcement about us cutting oil production until after the election. So essentially everything the Biden administration or Democrats have accused Trump of doing, they have been projecting. That is what they do. Because they do all the things. And here's a perfect example. So Brian gets asked about that. I hope this is it, because I no longer see thumbnails. Let's see.
Is it not working?
They're all borked. All my videos got borked.
All of them?
All of them. They're all blacked out.
Just from this section though, right? Just from the Saudi Arabia stuff, right?
No, all of them. All the ones I loaded are donezo. So you know what I'm going to do? I'm just going to share my screen and play them from my screen
Okay.
because I don't know what else to do. They're all borked. That was so weird. Like everything just blanked out for no reason. And so I'll just have to share my screen. Let me get to the right place. One moment, please. Is it going to let me do it? It's not going to let me do it.
Why?
Oh, wait. Yes, I think it will.
Okay.
I think it will. Okay. Let's see. Yes. Be careful. Now I'm getting a little pop-up that says, be careful sharing screen audio if you have a guest. What? I don't know.
But I'm okay with it.
Anyway. Okay. Let me, all right. I think I have this. All right. It's just a little bit weirder because I'm having to do it from my desk. Hopefully this works. Does this work?
I think
Can you
so.
see that?
Use of the asset. Other
No.
people are very worried
No?
about this.
Not working.
Yeah, to its lowest level in 4 decades.
What is happening?
You're using.
Why is
I
it
don't
doing
know
this
why
today?
it's not working. Oh,
Okay.
man. I really wanted you guys to see that. Crap. None of my all of my videos are borked. I don't know why, you guys. I'm really, really sorry.
Can
you know
you,
what?
like-
I can go to Gradient. Let me try going to Gradient to get them because that is where I pulled them from and maybe that will work. I'm going to try that. You guys are still seeing my screen, right?
Yep.
Okay, perfect. So I'm just going to get them from here. My media. Yeah, this will work. I think this will work. All right. So let me get to the one that I wanted. So, okay. Yeah, this is, yes. Let me play this one. I'm sorry, you guys. I don't know why this happened. Here we go. Can you see this? You can see this.
Yes, we can see it.
All right.
It's a prudent use of the asset.
Can you hear?
Other people are very worried about
Yep.
this. You've drained the SPR to its lowest level in 4 decades. There's some accusation that you're putting the polls before America's energy security. Brian, the Saudis themselves said this morning that the US requested a 1-month delay to the OPEC Plus output. I wonder why that would be. Brian, can you tell me whether you did ask the Saudis for a 1-month delay to that decision? Are they telling the truth?
Look, we clearly communicated our views to OPEC members that we thought it was short-sighted for them to take the action that they were contemplating, and they announced. With respect to the Strategic Petroleum Reserve, this was a calibrated decision to address the real issues in the market. We talked to U.S. industry last winter. We identified that there was about 1 million barrel a day gap between what they were producing this winter and what they said that they could get production to by late this fall. And that 1 million barrel gap was what we calibrated to make the decision on the use of the Strategic Petroleum Reserve. And people should feel confident that the Strategic Petroleum Reserve continues to be an asset that we can deploy to address our economic and national security needs. That's always what has dictated the president's decision-making on this, and that's what will dictate his decision-making on this going forward.
Brian, you didn't answer the question, so I'm going to ask it again. I'm going to share with you and share with our audience a quote from the Saudis this morning. The government of the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia would like to clarify that based on its belief in the importance of dialogue and exchange of views with its allies and partners outside of OPEC Plus regarding the situation in the oil markets, the government of the Kingdom clarified through its continuous consultation with the US administration that all economic analyses indicate that postponing the OPEC Plus decision for a month, according to what has been suggested, would have had negative economic consequences. Brian, again, it's a really straight question. Did you ask the Saudis to delay that decision for a month? Are they telling the truth or not?
Look, I'm not going to
oh my God,
and disclose private conversations that members
not
of our
private. The
administration
Saudis have shared it with us. You've got the
counterparts.
opportunity to say it's true or not. Is it true or not?
What I will say clearly is that the communications that we've had with OPEC members and continuing have been based on our assessment of the economic circumstances of supply and demand in global oil markets. We disagree.
Can you even?
Yeah, I can. When any of these jackhats say what I will say, because Jean-Pierre Luc Picard, she does that too. Yeah. What I will say is, that they're full of crap. They're all full of crap.
As soon as they say look, then you know what you're about to hear is lies.
It's all lies. Exactly. It's all, they totally lie. And we can be energy independent and they will not allow us to be that. Why do you think they're doing that, you guys? Why? I mean, it's like, what is it with Democrats where they don't want us to be independent? Why? It's so evident that they want to destroy us. It's like, how can people not see this?
I don't know. It is incredibly frustrating. And when they are that sophisticated. I hate to use that word with Democrats, but they have it to a science how to evade very direct questions,
right,
and spin and deflect. I mean, it's masterful, and yet we're so onto it, right?
Yes,
but there's never accountability. Even when that guy presses, you haven't answered the question. I'm asking you for a yes or no. I'm giving you a chance to refute what the Saudis said. Why won't you do it? Over and over again, and there's still nothing. It's amazing.
I just wish somebody would ask him, why are you trying to destroy this country? Like, why are you trying to do this? It would be so easy for you to just make us be energy independent.
Yeah.
And then it would solve all of these problems. So why are you doing this? I mean, why is it because you're just a big freaking commie? I mean, it's like, why can't somebody just ask that question? I mean, because they evade, and it is masterful, but so many of us know what they're doing.
Right.
I mean, it is frustrating because I pay that guy's salary.
Oh my God.
And
Why
I
do you
pay
gotta say that.
I do because I this is why I get 4 hours of sleep a night. You know, it's like, seriously, it drives me crazy that I look at my 401k and it's tanking, and that guy, I pay for his pension and he'll never have to worry about retirement. That's got to bother you guys, right? Doesn't it bother you? Am I the only person that it bothers?
Oh no, people are very, very bothered. They were screaming liar at him when we were playing that clip. I mean, they're fed up, and I get it.
It's just it's not right. It's just it's not what our founders wanted. It's not okay. None of it is okay.
It's infuriating. I do want to make sure that I play you also this clip, because yesterday there was, of course, the January 6th hearing. Once again, I hesitate even talking about this because I'm so tired of this freaking story. But yesterday there was this big to-do about all 9 of the committee members taking a unanimous vote to subpoena Trump. And so make him come and like give his witness testimony or whatever. I doubt it's going to happen. I cannot imagine Trump complying with this, but it was a big deal. They've all decided, yes, we need to hear from himself. Connie, thank you very, very much for that super sticker.
Thank you, Connie.
And one of the things, they showed a lot of never before seen footage because, of course, 2 years later, now we're all of a sudden getting new footage from January 6th. But this one was my favorite clip, you guys, because it is Nancy Pelosi saying she wants to punch Trump out. And I'm sorry, but that shit is hilarious. So you've got to see it. Here it is.
Secret Service said they have dissuaded him from coming to Capitol Hill. They told him they don't have the resources to protect him here. So at the moment he is not coming, but that could change.
Oh, he comes, I'm going to punch him out.
I know, I would pay to see
I've
that.
been waiting for this, for trespassing on the Capitol grounds. I'm going to punch him out, and I'm going to go to jail, and I'm going to be happy.
Well, she'll finally be happy because she's just such a bitter old hag.
Oh my God, she's gonna punch him out.
I would have loved to have seen that. I mean, would you not have? I mean, it just would have been the greatest thing ever to watch her try to punch Trump out.
Oh my God. It would have been
epic.
The best thing ever.
I know.
But the part, did you hear her say trespassing on Capitol grounds?
Yeah,
if the president isn't allowed.
He can't go there. I mean, it's her Capitol. It's hers.
Oh,
that's Nancy's.
I died.
Nancy's Capitol. And she would have been trying to punch him all shaky, you know, like 80 years old and shaking. Trying to land a right hook. Can you imagine? It's like, okay, Nance. It's like somebody.
Oh my gosh. All right.
God.
And then the last clip before we get to whack is that we have to talk about the fact, and this is what I'm going to write a post about, because there's 2 clips I'm going to include in my post at chicksontheright.com. So make sure to go there in about an hour. But one of them I'm going to show now. If you did not see on Twitter, I saw it going around on Twitter. That's where I saw it. Maybe you saw it elsewhere. President Zelensky had the absolute gall and audacity yesterday to sit in his green t-shirt and make demands on America for money, and for the Western world for money, and it was so unnerving to me to see a world leader who we have given piles of money to
that we don't have. that we don't have. That we don't have, by the way.
For him to make the demands in the way that he made them was so incredibly off-putting to me. I could not believe it. And so I was really, really happy that Tucker Carlson went absolutely off on him last night. And it was glorious. So I have just one short clip when he delivers the message that I was hoping he would deliver.
Yeah,
this was
me
absolutely perfect. What?
As our economy degrades and our border is gone.
Yeah,
I should probably share that
show
first.
it. Should probably show it.
Need to share that.
It's been a day.
Why is it not sharing? My technical skills are terrible today, you guys. Hang on. I'm sorry. Why is it not working? Is this working? Yes.
Yes.
There we go.
Yes, we're good.
Look at his face.
Like, this is really good.
Let me just
good.
rewind it. And here we go.
As our economy degrades and our border is gone, that guy's lecturing us with some Christmas list. Like, I want this, that, and I want a bicycle too. You better send it quick. Really? Up yours, buddy.
Totally. We should
We
should just send him a bicycle. That's all we should send him. Just give him a damn bicycle. Seriously, that would be my favorite. Like a little Huffy. We should send him a Huffy with like a horn on it, with a basket and a horn, and make it pink. Can we just send him a pink Huffy? I'm so sick of this guy. I'm seriously sick of him. He's like, you need to pay off our debt. F you.
Oh my God.
You know how much debt we have? He actually mentioned that in his little speech that he gave. He's like, and we've got whatever billions of dollars of debt. I'm like, have you seen our effing debt? Holy crap. Like, who's going to pay off our debt? Can we ask one of you people to pay off our debts? Because I mean, we've got a lot of it. And nobody seems to care about our debts. Like, we're the only ones who we pay off everybody's stuff.
Yep.
And who's going to pay off our stuff? I mean,
can you imagine if Trump were president right now? Can you imagine his reaction to that?
His reaction would be like,
I mean, he would be like all the fingers in the air.
No.
All of them.
That's a big fat no to you is what that is.
Oh
and also we're not going into a war. That would be Trump's reaction. You know, because he kept us out of war, which is what these progressives are like dying to get into, which I thought that liberal progressives didn't like war. Like, since when are they such warmongers? I'm really confused about that too. Because
that's a celebrity president, though. Zelensky is like super celeb.
Oh, and he wears a tight t-shirt. And so they're like, look at him in that t-shirt. Okay, AOC. Like, I'm so glad she got called out on that yesterday. During her little town hall that she probably does like once every God knows when. It's never with her constituents, right? Because she's too busy being on the cover of magazines. But when she decided to talk to her constituents, they called her out. And good for them. But we're talking about liberal progressives, right? That are calling her out on being a warmonger. I never thought I'd see the day.
Yeah, it was pretty incredible.
Yeah. And this is the thing. Like, we become the party of anti-war, and they're the party of let's do it. Let's go to war. I mean, like, you watch these people on MSNBC and CNN, and they're just like frothing at the mouth to go to war. When did this happen?
It's just nuts.
It is nuts. It's nuts. Yeah.
Well, and speaking of nuts, what is in your whack today?
Oh my God. Okay. Well, I think you have it. You actually have it again because
you promised you were going to send it to me this morning. I was like,
for Christ's sake, it's in Teams. Hold on, I'll get it. I'll get it for you because again, we have technical difficulties. Okay, let me go back and get it for you. I'll get it for you.
Like, I will never remember this, so send it in the morning.
It's a teacher that is on OnlyFans, and she impregnated her. She impregnated her student. I'll send it to you so you have it.
Okay. Do I need to show? I need to show something, right?
Well, I mean, you can if you want, but it's another OnlyFans story, you guys. It's another OnlyFans story, and I'm
going to share the picture.
The worst part of it for me is that this was a teacher. Like, what's going on with our teachers, right? So, okay, so she's a pretty lady.
Yeah, very pretty.
She's a pretty lady. Okay, so she I guess was impregnated by one of her students, and then I guess that was not horrifying enough. So now she's on OnlyFans, and I don't know how she's not in jail. I'm kind of confused about that. But
was it an 18-year? Maybe it was an 18-year-old.
Must have been an old enough. Must have been, but I still think that that's completely disgusting. But anyways, but she yeah, she's on OnlyFans now. And because all these men were like, oh my God, I'd love for you to have my baby. She's like, okay, well, I'll go ahead and take money for that. I'm going to get on OnlyFans and I'm going to, take money to get impregnated and have people's babies. Like, this is just, I'm going to farm out my uterus.
Like many, 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 many times.
Right. So this is what she does. That's what she does on OnlyFans is that, I mean, OnlyFans is like, it's just, it's like it's hell is what it is. I think it is. It's Satan's lair.
It's like the seediest.
It's just so gross. It's just so gross. I mean, I hope you guys are not there. I don't think you need to go there to check any of this stuff out. We can just tell you what's there. We can give you little bits and pieces and snapshots into what's going on there. But yeah, it's gross.
I mean, imagine, I don't know. Does she understand what a toll this is going to take on her body if she wants to have like 25 babies for people? Like that's going to be. That's gonna affect her.
It is. And I don't know exactly what kind of money she's making doing that. But, again, I go back, though, to the fact that she was a teacher. She was a teacher. Like, she taught children. She could have taught some of your children. I don't know. But, yeah, it's
Scott Jones is like, I got $10.
I know.
Oh my God. That's the best. All right.
So
it's time for, we've got like a sex weird troll in here. Sex for fun.
Well, that's surprising. I mean, especially this early in the morning. Good for you.
I know. It is time for some My Pillow talks. By the way, before my video got all borked, everything got completely borked today. I'm very sorry about the technical difficulties.
I think you did a good job, though, all things considered. Good save, Mock. Good save.
That was tough. But I also had a video of Mike Lindell in Florida. He was on Steve Bannon's show and he was talking about going door to door and literally giving pillows and blankets to people who were in need because of all of the damage of the hurricane. And he's just so freaking dear.
He really is. He's a lovely man.
Please support him. MyPillow.com/chicks. Get yourself all your Christmas presents and your stocking stuffers. Get them now and support him because he's doing some amazing work for the people in Florida. All right, let's get to some talk. So this is so funny to me because I remember before we got any dogs, my husband was like very, very strict about dog rules, right? Like, so he was all, when we get a dog, there's not going to be dogs in the bed.
Nobody on the couch.
Nobody on the couch.
No.
Dogs, no dogs on the furniture. And so this video reminded me so much of what has happened.
If we get a dog, we need to set some ground rules.
My God, this is so
food from
typical.
The table. They absolutely cannot be on the furniture. They
Right.
should never.
I know. So true.
It's so
If we get a dog,
So
we need
true.
to
Yep. Been there.
So absolutely what has happened in my house. But he's still trying because my husband, just the other day, he was like, when we get our next dogs, we're laying new ground rules. And I'm like, okay.
Yeah.
All
yeah.
right. You keep saying that.
It was the opposite in our house because the first couple days they weren't allowed on the couches, and then after we got like we're at our 14th Dane now. I was like, listen, if we're getting another Dane, I go because I want a snuggle dog. I want something I can snuggle with, so I want a smaller dog. So in order for us to get the next Dane, I had to convince my husband. I was like, I want something on the couch with me, and he was like, okay, fine. So he submitted, and so now they're allowed everywhere because I want something I can snuggle with. And now they're on top of me on the couches. And I'm kind of regretting that.
Really?
Because they're 180 pounds.
Well, they're
Mary.
big. They are cows.
Yeah.
I mean, they're essentially cows.
Yeah.
All right. So speaking of dogs, this dog does not care about your stupid gates. Okay. No caring at all.
Momo, how's that gate working for you?
He's going over. I knew it. I knew it.
That dog is like, I see your gates. This is what I think.
I
now,
love
the
him.
singing dog is back. I know we played the singing dog yesterday, but this time, very calm. And I thought this was a very sweet and different kind of video from the singing dog because normally, you know how he likes to belt it out, right?
Yeah.
This one is much calmer.
Lies say
Only fools rush in.
It's like he was humming along. You know what I mean? He was
love that dog.
humming.
God, that poor woman.
Okay. You know how I love the pranks, and there is a filter that you can use where it looks like a spider is crawling all over your face. Have you seen that?
Yes.
Okay, so there's a montage rather of people who get the spider filter on their own faces. They know that it's coming, right? But then they go and stand next to someone who is unsuspecting to see what their reaction is. And it's my favorite thing.
Baby, wake up.
What?
Oh my God. Oh my God. My God, that is so mean.
You got this. Oh shit! What you do that for? Man, everybody on FaceTime talking about you like Steve Harvey. Hey. Look, y'all really think he look like Steve Harvey? Huh? Huh? Hey, what are you cooking?
This backfires.
I want to take a picture. So I can
Oh no. Oh no.
I know it's mean, you guys. I know, but
She loves that. Miriam she loves practical jokes, like especially when people are getting hurt. She loves it.
I mean, not super hurt, right? Like just a little hurt.
But just like maybe like small trip to the doc in the box, you know, like the local,
Right,
not the
cut.
ER, but just like the mini ER, you know?
Just a tiny bit
Right,
of hurt is what
right.
I like.
Mhm.
All right. This guy, his entire account is just because this is part 18, the video that you're gonna see, and the entire account is of him looking super mean with headphones on, like he's rocking out to like some serious hip hop. But the whole thing, his whole like skit, it says in the caption, "Me in public versus what is actually playing." This cracked me up.
High on a hill was a lonely goat herd.
Can you imagine seeing him like on a subway?
Oh my God.
And you know he looks like he's listening to just the hardest,
Like
meanest
hip-hop.
music.
Yeah.
And so every video of his is of him listening to like Disney tunes and like show tunes and just looking really mean. I
Oh
love
my
him
God,
so much.
that's awesome. That's so
Okay,
great.
and then lastly, a very, very, very dramatic cat to take you into the weekend. Here we go.
Okay, this is for everyone who, when I say my cat is a drama queen and she gets it from her mother, and they say, but Marissa, be nice to your cat. Like, she's just a cat, whatever. No, this is what I mean when I say she's dramatic. Like, she knows what she's doing. I just got this harness for her so we can go on walks, and this is how she reacts. Like, she's just, I know she can walk. She was just doing it, but she's just being dramatic because she doesn't like it. Hey, look at the camera. Good girl. She's purring. But like, it's a little snug. She's like pinching her fat a little bit.
Oh my God.
Ellie, why are you being like this?
Oh my God.
She's like doing her thing. She seems happy.
She's so
One more time to
mad.
the people. And 1, 2, 3, flop.
That is
Anyway,
awesome.
those
Oh
are
my God. A dramatic cat.
Anyway, those are your
That's
talks.
the only-
Taking you into the weekend.
It's the only kind of cat to have is a drama cat. You guys.
Yes, for sure.
Bring it in. Bring it in. Cash, you gonna say goodbye to everybody? It's the weekend, dude. You got to get up.
Oh yeah, somebody's talking about Candace Owens. I did watch
Making
her
effort.
new thing yesterday. Her new thing on BLM came out on Daily Wire yesterday. So that's getting a lot of chatter about it. And I thought it was fine. To me, it wasn't as good as some of their other documentaries, but it was still, oh God, there's the flappies. It was still good, still worth watching. To me, there just wasn't a whole lot of new information, maybe a little bit. There were 2 points at which I was like, what? And I was super mad. But other than that, I felt like a lot of it we've already known for a long time. Anyway, I always recommend watching all the Daily Wire stuff. So if you haven't seen it, make sure to watch it this weekend.
Yes, definitely do that. And you guys have a fabulous weekend. We will talk to you on Monday.